in January. Can you harness that?
Yeah, it's something we can look at. It happened the same time in Australia at that time, and we came back and we won the test match. So if we can replicate that, all of us will be really happy. But it's not going to be easy again. We need to do the right things, bat for long periods of times, and take the wickets when we need to.
Is it fair to say the batting is the big area that needs improvement, particularly playing here in these conditions on pitch that's going to favour seam as well?
We don't know what's going to come, but obviously the batting didn't stick their hand up. A few of us can stick our hands up, say we got a few soft dismissals. But moving into the next test, I think that's where the key is either getting 20 wickets and obviously putting enough runs on the board for the bowlers to bowl at.
And is it important not just for this series, but also for Test cricket at the West Indies that you make this a competitive series?
Oh yeah, of course. First, Test cricket is the number one priority for me, especially. I know a lot of the other guys. So West Indies back to winning ways, and West Indies winning consistently and having consistent performances is what the world wants to see, and we definitely want to see it.
Shimon Joseph, how is he? We saw him struggling at Lords. Is he likely to play again?
Should be good, yeah. I'm guessing. I'm not part of the medical team, so I can't really comment on it. So he bowled a couple of nets today, so I'm sure he'll be all right.
Thank you.
Joshua, Jimmy Anderson's last Test wicket. Is that weirdly a nice thing to be able to say, or is it something you've drawn an application in?
I tried my hardest not to be one of his wickets, but unfortunately I got a good Jimmy seed. I told him after the game I was trying really hard. He gave a good laugh. But what a legend he is, and happy I don't have to see him again.
Is it nice to move on from that? Lords was always a bit of a strange occasion with everything that was going on with Jimmy. Was there any sort of distraction, or will this would be different without?
I don't think it was a distraction. It's the first time I had to walk out every morning of a test match in a line, so that was a bit different. But no, it was a good occasion, and it summed up, I guess, how it happened was what happened. So we're just moving on, looking forward to this one.
Josh, in terms of this England team, does that 100 you got in Grenada, is that still the high point of your career? So you're only a Test century and you did it in a winning cause in the Test series?
No, I think Australia's jumped past that one. Beating Australia in the Gabba, I think that's jumped past it. But yeah, I can never forget that 100, and it sticks with me, and hopefully I can replicate it. It would be really nice.
During that innings, you had a long running kind of battle with Ben Stokes. There was a lot of chat going about how was just recall that experience of being put under the pump and sort of being steeled up for Test cricket by having Ben give you a spray.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was a good challenge. Of course, it's Test cricket at the end of the day. Both teams are going to put their heart and soul out in the middle. But I think it just shows the competitor he is, and he still is. So it's always a good challenge. Hopefully I can bat a bit longer and get a bit more challenge out of him.
You just talked about Jimmy there. As a batting group, are you actually grateful that he's no longer around? And we saw last week the levels he's still at, but England have made a decision not to, they've made a decision not to have it in the team rather than the other way around. Are you grateful that he won't be at the top of his mark this week?
At the end of the day, it's cricket. Whoever they put out, we have to play. So unfortunately, yeah, he's retired. It's nice to see the back of him, but if he was still playing, we're still going to go about it the same way it was. He's just another bowler. Obviously, what he's done in Test cricket is phenomenal, but at the end of the day, it's just numbers, and he's still a person, and he can have bad days.
Josh, as a keeper, I think this ground particularly was a lot of wobble after the bat. I think the Test match here 2 years ago, folks said he'd never seen anything like it. How much preparation have you done for this game specifically in these conditions that can be very unusual here?
I did a lot in leading up to the series when we were in Tunbridge and Beckenham when we had the practice games. So I'm pretty confident of the work I've done. Obviously, England's a tough place to keep, but Lords was pretty good. I was quite happy with the way I caught the ball, and it didn't do as much. So I've never kept here, so I'm looking forward to see what challenges it presents.
You spoke before about getting together and talking about Lords and then putting parties. What are those discussions like? Because I suppose the school club looks pretty brutal, but there are a couple of things in there that look promising.
Yeah, obviously there are quite a bit of positives. It might not look like it, but we've took a few positives. A lot of guys got starts and just didn't carry on. We talked about soaking up more pressure and how we're going to deal with those situations if we are put in them again, not losing wickets in clusters. So it's about reminding ourselves the process and trusting that process, because all of us have a different way of going about it. But yeah, it's just about trusting our own game and making sure we get the job done.
How much is it? I mean, it's the British weather, but it looks like you guys are still training out there despite the rain. That's speaking of, I suppose, a bit of persistence to put things right this week.
Yeah, we played in a bit of drizzle in Lords, and it gets a bit like this a lot of the time. So to get some practice in these conditions, it's probably going to hopefully come into our favour 1 point or another. But yeah, just putting in the work as much as we can.
Do you feel like a senior player in this West Indies side now? Because I'm just looking at, for example, there's Craig, there's Jason, there's yourself. There's only 3 guys who've made Test centuries. You've got about 20 odd caps now. Do you feel like a senior player now?
Oddly enough, yes and no. But yeah, I'm in the front row of the team picture now, so that says a lot. But yeah, I like to think that I've played enough, I have a bit of experience. Obviously, I don't know everything. I'm far from knowing everything about Test cricket, so I'm still learning off Craig and Jason and Azari especially. But yeah, I hope to see that some of the boys can ask me some questions and they look up to see games I've played.
And just in terms of West Indies, England, they've talked about Jimmy Anderson retiring now because they're looking ahead to the Ashes. Do you find that kind of chat and other teams talking about something that's miles away, is that a little bit strange when you're the opponents right here in the country? Is it strange that they're talking about the Ashes?
No, that's their biggest fixture, I would say, of their calendar. So if they're looking forward, they're looking to groom some players and make sure that they have their team ready for then. So I don't think it's wrong of them at all, or it doesn't hurt us. I don't study it especially. It's just we still have to play the cricket. If they take us for granted, we might get a win. So or we can win the series. So for me, I take that as a favour.
So if any questions on Zoom? No? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.